This is the Chrissie Swan Show.
Look, usually Tuesday is a dud day, but not so today, Jack.
Not today, Swanee.
It's Halloween. Kids have hit fever pitch.
Yep.
Both of mine are going trick-or-treating tonight. It's a very busy night because after that, I get to go and see Sam Smith, one of my all-time favourites.
I'm so excited. We're both going. You're taking Peg.
I'm taking Peg, yes.
What an amazing night for her, trick-or-treating into Sam Smith.
Can I tell you, I mean, you know, she gets all the good stuff. When I was a kid, you know, the pinnacle of an exciting time was a bucket of KFC, which still holds up. But she's seen Lizzo and Dua Lipa. I mean, she's collecting these unbelievable experiences, and I'm fingers crossed. It's so hard to pick a favourite Sam Smith song.
What is yours? Because I've got the set list up in front of me, so I can tell you whether your favourite song will be sung on.
Oh, do I want to know? Yes, ruin the surprise. So on my walking playlist, I love Diamonds. It's on there. You're never gonna hear my heart break. Yes, dark ways. It reminds me of a George Michael song, actually.
Right,
it's
which
the sort
one?
of thing. Well, it's the sort of thing that I figured that if he was still alive, he would release. But Sam Smith obviously does a magnificent job. It's my favourite.
Well, you're in luck because they are singing that as song 6.
Yes.
What about Peg? What's Peg's favourite song?
Hers is. She told me last night, "I'm Not the Only One."
Okay, let me check.
Oh, Peg, you saucy things.
Song 2 for Peg.
Oh, my God.
Straight out the gate.
Hopefully they don't sing that and then Peg's like, okay, we can go now.
Let's go. Mine's Money on My Mind,
Oh, my God.
and they're not singing it.
But you never know.
If Sam Smith's people are listening, please quickly add this on the set list.
Please, it's so good.
We've got a jam-packed show for you. We'll be giving away $1,000, hopefully in Chrissie Swan's higher or lower. But next, who am I?
Who am I? A queen in the kitchen? Could be. Now find your queen vanilla in the baking aisle to discover how a little queen does wonders in your bakes. Who is it? Chrissie Swan's Who Am I?
Speaking of queens in the kitchen, Jack, have you been following my Instagram account, Chrissie Swan on Instagram?
I have.
I am a queen in the kitchen. I'm naming myself a queen in the kitchen. So far, I've made a little vlog of chia pudding.
Yes.
Which is actually great with a bit of queen vanilla in it.
And then this morning, I remember seeing there was something else that...
Express chicken soup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That everyone sees you make for Joel Creasy.
Yes.
And you've put that up.
Yes.
And then also, another question about your food this morning. What was on your eggs this morning? Was it cinnamon or is it pepper?
Pepper.
Looks like a really light pepper.
No, it's black pepper and lots of it. That's actually Peg's. That's Peg's breakfast.
Yum. And then before 3 p.m. today, I'm going to be taste testing some cupcakes you made for me that I requested yesterday.
Look, best of luck.
For Halloween.
I'm not the best at that, but I can tell you the cake is delicious. The vanilla cake is delicious that I made, but not 100% on the decorating.
Okay.
Shana, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Hi, guys.
You never thought we'd get to you, didn't you? We were gas bagging on about cooking. Are you following me on Instagram? Are you making soup and chia pudding and all of that?
Oh, look, I'm not much of a soup maker, but I do love a good chicken schnitzel.
Yes, so do I. You know, the key there is self-raising flour. That's all I'm going to say, Shana.
Oh, interesting.
There's another vlog coming on that. Let's get you some cash, my darling. I've got $500 to give away thanks to the queens at Queen Baking. Each incorrect guess you make, I'm going to take away $100 after I read out each clue. You've got 5 seconds to guess. Are you ready, Shana?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Clue number 1. I am an iconic singer in the later stages of life, but that doesn't stop me.
Oh. Later stages of life.
Yeah, she's an old bird.
I don't know.
Clue number 2
ran out really quickly.
for $400 cash.
I am the godmother to someone very famous.
Is it Dolly Parton?
It is Dolly Parton! $400, Shana. Well done.
Yay.
And as if it's not enough to win that money, we can enjoy this magnificent voice and this magnificent song. Flaming locks of auburn hair. And of course, she's the godmother to Miley Cyrus, in case you're wondering.
Is Dolly on your Queen's list?
Yes.
Okay, I should have known that. I should have heard that.
100%.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
It's Chrissy time at Priceline Pharmacy, and you're sure to find a little something for everyone, from fragrances and gifts to a new party look. Give great gifts, feel fab, and love paying less. That's the Chrissy spirit.
Head in store or online at priceline.com.au. The Chrissy Swan Show.
You know what is really creepy?
What?
Is fighting with your partner over a celebrity hall pass.
It's such a funny fight, given it just will probably never happen.
I know, but the fights do happen. I've just found an article about some of the most raging arguments that any couple suffer through are about alliances and affections that one of them have about a celebrity that they're never, ever going to be with.
Ever.
But the fights remain. Most of them are fine, but occasionally there's one that really sticks in your craw. 13 24 10. Have you ever had an argument, a blazing, raging, red-hot argument with your partner about your celebrity hall pass?
Now that I think about it, I do sort of understand it more, because one of my favourite quotes is that comparison is the thief of all joy.
Correct.
And I guess the minute you find out your partner finds someone else hotter than you are just going to compare yourself to them constantly and constantly think about that.
I agree. And I think it particularly drives you crazy when you feel as if you're the polar opposite of that celebrity hall pass. I mean, it's so stupid. But look, I have been guilty of it.
Really?
In a previous relationship, and I don't know what was wrong with me. He's my ex now, of like 20 years, 30 years maybe, 20 years. But I had a blazing argument because he had a crush on Ginger Spice from the Spice Girls.
Really?
Yes. And I said the most unfathomably cruel things to him and to Ginger Spice, if she'd been listening. But I think it was because at the time and now, I'm just not a very overtly sexual or feminine person. And then to have your boyfriend having the hots for somebody that is the opposite of you, there's just no one more different to me than Ginger Spice. And I think also at the time, I think one of my problems was he was a grown man in my mind. I mean, he would have been maybe 26 or 27 or something. But it's like, this is this is a band for little girls.
Yeah,
what are
grow
you doing?
up, mate.
What are you doing? I mean, now I can see it. She's gorgeous and whatever, and dangerous, and she seems impulsive and naughty and all those wonderful things. But at the time, Chrissy was not happy with this celebrity hall pass. It's so ridiculous. We're taking your calls next. 13 24 10. It's okay to be embarrassed. It's okay to be ashamed about this. But have you had a proper, blazing, raging argument with your partner about their celebrity hall pass?
You can be anonymous. We don't care. We just want to hear them. And there'll be a Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
I've got some Priceline Pharmacy vouchers to give away for people that are brave enough to talk about blazing arguments they've had with their partners over celebrity hall passes. Now, a celebrity hall pass is essentially a famous person that you've got a crush on, that you have an agreement with your partner. If it ever came to it, if you were ever in a seedy bar at a casino and you can do the dirty with them, you're allowed.
Do you know what I've just remembered? I've been with a friend when she met her celeb hall pass and she didn't go through with it.
What?
Yeah, she was in a relationship, but she didn't go through with it. And I remember thinking after that, it just proves that when push comes to shove,
Who was the celebrity hall pass? Really?
Yes. Do you remember I met them at a hotel room years
I
ago?
do.
And was there. And she was like, and she didn't go for it.
Could it have happened? Probably.
Yeah. One of the celeb would have been happy to, but it was my friend that wasn't and got cold feet.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
She's crazy. Nobody gets to do that. Michelle, who is your hall pass?
Barry Manilow.
Oh, bless. You know that he's got, oh, my God. You came and you gave without taking. Are you feeling hot now, Michelle, after that song?
Oh, Bear Barry. Mandy's probably my least favourite song.
What's your favourite Barry song?
Weekend in New England.
Oh, my God. You are a super fan. Michelle, how does your partner feel about your love of Barry Manilow?
He just despairs. He gets so frustrated when I compare them, like, because he reminds me of Barry.
Does he?
Well, that's nice that they're actually similar.
Yeah, there's like something about the blue eyes and the really bad, awkward daggy dance moves and just the whole sense of humour thing. It just, something about it reminds me of him.
Does he like that he reminds you of Barry Manilow, or is this an issue?
He can't stand it. He hates it. He gets so mad and he just, like, he'll shut his eyes, drops and shakes his head, walks off, and he won't dance with me anymore because he just says, like, I'm not, like, that is not me. That is not me. And he gets a bit
That is so funny. I never thought we'd be saying the words Barry Manilow on the Chrissie Swan show. Thanks, Michelle. Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you. Let's go to Emily. Who is your husband's hall pass and does it make you angry?
He loves Shayna Blaze.
Oh, my God. And why? What is it about? I mean, she's magic, but what is it about Shayna?
She's just very talented and very pretty, and she's very, bubbly. And it makes me very mad.
I wonder if when she gets angry on the block, because sometimes she can be savage, maybe that's like a bit of a turn on.
Maybe. Yeah, no, I'm very mad. But
I love this so much. And Shayna, if you're listening, kudos to you, lady. You're someone's celebrity hall pass. This is excellent.
How good.
Good on her. Emily, there is a Priceline Pharmacy voucher on its way to you. And let's finish with Lauren. Lauren, who is your Who is your celebrity hall pass and does it cause issues?
Hello. Yes, my celebrity hall pass is Jonathan Brown.
Oh, Brownie.
Oh, mate.
Brownie.
AFL legend and ex-captain of the Brisbane Lions.
Yes. My partner hates it so much, it's gotten to the point where we can't watch the footy on Fox anymore. Unless it's on free to air. And we just argue now because we can't watch the football.
So when Brownie comes on the screen and you're both there, is it like an awkward moment?
It's a bit of silence and I can feel the daggers burning into the side of my face. And then we just turn it off.
Isn't it so ridiculous? Because I'm sorry, Lauren, you are not going to get to be with Jonathan Brown. He's happily married. He's happily married and he's a very busy man and it's not going to happen. And yet, blazing arguments. What is wrong with us?
I don't know.
I do have his number right here for you, Lauren, so I'll give it to you after this song and you can give him a quick call.
Stick around.
The Chrissie Swan Show. Chrissie's Clickbait.
Speaking of Taylor, a couple of friends have weighed in on her relationship with Travis Kelce.
I keep seeing videos of him pop up on my TikTok and he looks like a real vibe swan. I'm a fan.
He looks warm and lovely,
and
doesn't he?
Fun.
And they're all kissing each other and stuff now. They seem very comfortable with each other, and I'll give you my theory about this in a moment because Selena Gomez, great friend of Taylor's, has expressed her concern that Taylor is moving too fast with Travis Kelce. A source tells Page Six. So it's probably not true, but let's assume it is. And then there is another concerned group, the band, those gorgeous sisters, Haim, Haim, who did collaborate with Taylor on her, not last album, the one before.
Right.
So they're obviously very good friends. They also are concerned that they're moving too quick. But riddle me this. A, if I need your opinion, I'll ask for it. Okay, that's one thing.
Yeah.
Don't weigh in on other people's relationship.
But as her friends, maybe they feel like they're not seeing her as much and that's why they're weighing in.
That sounds like a them problem.
Okay.
And secondly, riddle me this. They seem very comfortable with each other physically. It's like they've known each other for much longer than we have known about them. And I think that is what happened.
Right. So it didn't become they could have been together for, say, 3 months before we even found out about them.
Or longer. Because when she broke up with that last one.
Maddie Healy.
No. He was a total rebound. The big one, James. What's his name? Alwyn. Oh, God, I've already forgotten.
Joe Alwyn.
Joe Alwyn, right. So they broke up and we found out about it. They'd been broken up for ages before. In fact, her last album was during that breakup, it turns out.
So she could have been with him for 6 months. Even.
Exactly. They've known each other for a very, very long time. So, friends, don't be concerned.
Bros before hoes. Look after your friends, Tay.
Yeah, okay, all right, whatever. We're never going to agree. Also, have you noticed lately that you have become a Swifter crap?
I know.
You care a lot more than you
It's
used
really
to.
bad.
You're welcome.
It's TikTok. I blame TikTok.
I want to talk to you now about The Masked Singer. It's on again tonight, Monday, Tuesday night, in case you're, not across that yet. That's a new edition. It used to be just Mondays. We had an unveiling last night, and it was the captain, who was a giant boat, sort of like a Fair Star, the fun ship. And he was surrounded by, people in leis and floral necklaces, and it was a real party vibe. But that's not how it started. Initially, the captain was the Titanic.
Right.
Complete with the words Titanic on the side of the boat, a big iceberg in the back, which they quickly had to scramble and turn into a sandy island and change the whole vibe to tropical. They whacked in a palm tree where there used to be clouds and penguins.
Wait, they did this sort of at the time of filming?
Yes,
Why?
and it was urgent because it was at the same time as that terrible Titanic tragedy where the submarine went down and people passed away in it. So it was like, oh my God, we cannot have the Titanic coming out and then what can we do?
Panic stations.
So they quickly had to change the vibe from Titanic to Fair Star, the fun ship. Woo, woo. So there's a little insight
I
for
love
you.
that, Swanee. Now, I'm not going to the 3 p.m. news until I've tried these Halloween cupcakes.
Chrissie, Queen of Cakes. Well, you found Chrissie, the Queen of Cakes. Now find Queen Vanilla in the baking aisle to discover how a little queen does wonders in your bakes.
Not only find it, buy 3 tubes. You will not regret it. You will find all sorts of different rhyme and reason to use it. It's great in natural yogurt, for example. It's also great in cupcakes. Yesterday, you tasked me. This happens from time to time. It always sneaks up on me.
It does.
And you pick a flavour of a cake and a vibe of a cake, and I need to deliver that in 24 hours.
And because we've been talking about cupcakes a lot, I requested just your classic vanilla cupcake.
Yeah.
But I wanted a spooky Halloween theme to it, given it's Halloween.
Yes, you did.
Alrighty.
Let me show you what I have created.
Oh, wow.
So these are a vanilla cupcake. And you can't really tell because I've decorated them so magnificently. I will give you a word of warning. The spider is not edible.
Okay.
So you're going to choke on that. It's a big plastic spider. Let me pose for a photograph. There we go. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Are you ready? I'm going to hand them over. They're spooky.
10 out of 10 with decorations already.
Thank you.
I appreciate the web. You did a really fantastic job on the website.
It was very difficult.
Okay, let me quickly...
Oh, my God. Oh, yes, vanilla. Can you taste that vanilla bean? You can see the flecks in it.
The vanilla's really yum.
So 10 out of 10 for the cake and maybe 4 out of 10 for the decorating.
I reckon the decos are great.
Thank you. You're so kind to me always.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Yes, sailing through your Halloween Tuesday on the Chrissie Swan Show. It is Tuesday, and this is where we check our to-do lists.
Yes, that's right.
To-do list Tuesday.
I love this.
I'm sure there's a snappier name for it. To-Tuesday. To-Do's-day. Something. We'll work on it. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go first.
So this is my to-do list because I have one every single day.
I forget, are yours in your reminders app like mine or yours in your notes?
Calendar.
Oh, in your calendar.
In my calendar,
Gotcha.
and then I refer to it anywhere between 30 and 40 times a day.
Amazing.
Okay, Meet Locksmith. I'm getting one of those keypads that we had on our Airbnb in Sydney.
Oh, I love that.
Yes, because I lose keys and so do my kids. So this way they can get in without a key.
And then no one gets locked out like I did.
Correct. I'm so sorry for that again. You know, you're obviously not over it. You keep on bringing it up.
Okay, done.
Pick up snack box stuff. Have I told you about my snack box?
I think so because the kids... Wait, let me remember this.
Yeah.
The kids in the morning, so that they like their lunch at school, they get to go to the snack box and pick their snacks that they put in their lunch.
Wrong snack box. This is
Damn.
a personal private snack box, which I will explain before this week is out.
Okay, love
I'm
that.
not alone there. And then this one, pack pickles. Pack pickle. Pack pickle.
Why? Where are you taking pickle?
Kit. is dressing up my 12-year-old as a giant pickle for Halloween. So I didn't want him, and he's going straight after school, trick-or-treating.
Right.
So I had to find a bag big enough to put his giant pickle costume in to take to school. What's yours?
Amazing. Okay, the first one was just Hydrolite.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Before the weekend, needed to get that.
Priceline Pharmacy.
Obviously.
Yes, sports only.
Sports,
Thank you.
yes, you gave me that
100%.
tip. Next one, Sam Smith +1 and dinner plan, because I'm going to Sam tonight.
Oh!
Needed to organise who I was taking and also lock in a dinner.
What a great day.
And then the final one is confirm Derby Day outfit and driver, because obviously I need to work out what I'm wearing to Derby Day and how I'm getting there.
I love it. Don't go anywhere, because if you are obsessed with Last Stop Larimer on Netflix, we're going to be talking about that.
It is my favourite show at the moment.
Chrissie's Quizzy.
You know, I've really got to start wearing the limited edition Money Can't Buy Chrissie Swan show bum bag.
Well, we need to get you one, right? Because you don't have one.
I don't have one. I'm sure I could raid a cupboard somewhere and put it on. You know, on my Instagram, most of my DMs are about what's in your bum bag, and I'm going to give you a little tour today. This is a little wallet that I got in Bali, and it's got my Medicare card in it, because you never know when you need it.
You don't.
Right?
It's very senior of you. I love that.
I've got my original Jeffrey Dahmer glasses from Specsavers, which I love. The annoying thing about it, a bum bag, is that you can't have the case for the glasses. I've got a Lanolips lip gloss, which is key. I've got my car keys, which is also key, and a pen. And a lighter, I don't know what that's for. Also a hair tie.
Hey, don't you worry that the pen's going to ruin? Like, that pen's open. That makes me nervous for the interior of the bum bag.
I'm living dangerously.
Okay.
I'm living dangerously. Jack, are you living dangerously, Christy?
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are. You sound nervous. Relax. You just got to relax. Oh, and you're under the water. Joanne, are you relaxed?
No.
Oh, God, I love you. All right, let's see who's going to reign supreme for this limited edition bum bag. Let's go. Your names are your buzzers, Christy and Joe. I recommend Joe, because it's quicker, okay, Joe?
Joe.
Your name's your buzzer, best of 5. Let's do it. Question number 1. Which singer is currently touring their Glory Tour in Australia?
Joe.
Yes, Joe.
Hey, Tay.
No.
Christy for the steal?
Smith.
Yes. From Pluto.
It is Sam Smith.
1 point to Christy. Question number 2.
Oh, sounds like she's got an oxygen tank on. Question number 2. What does the dish ceviche contain?
Joe.
Christy, I think, got it.
Yeah.
Fish.
Yes.
Correct, Christy.
Yep. Not to be confused with Avicii, who is a DJ.
2 points to Christy. Come on, Joanne.
39 years ago. 39 years ago today, Like a Virgin was released.
Joe.
Who sings it, Joe?
Madonna.
Yes, you're in the running. Canva is an online program used for what? Canva. Kids are wild about it.
Aren't they?
It's so great. Life is so much better now than it used to be. End of story. It's a graphic design. You can do anything on it. It's extraordinary. Question number 5. That point goes begging. Last Stop Larimer is a Netflix series based in which Australian state or territory?
Kristen.
Yes, Christy.
Northern Territory.
Correct. And we're going to be talking about that next. Have you seen it? And you won!
No.
You won! You must watch Last Stop Larimer. That's your homework, and you can put your snacks in your brand new bum bag, Christy. Oh, my God.
Jump back in that spaceship and head back to Pluto, Christy.
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show.
This weekend, I did something that you will know is an absolute anomaly for me. I barely have enough time to do anything. I watched Last Stop Larimer, the new show on Netflix, twice.
Well, you told me about it on Friday in Say G'day.
Yes.
And I watched both episodes yesterday. And they're like lengthy eps because there's 2 eps. I can't believe you managed to do another watch.
Well, Mum came over and I was talking to her about it, and then Peg said, why don't we watch it together as 3 generations?
Amazing.
And I was like, yes. So I watched it again and Mum loved it. Patty Swan loved it. Peg loves it. I mean, what have I done?
I love that Peg's already into her true
she's
crime.
Mad for it. What was your favourite part of Last Stop Larimer? By the way, community service announcement, watch it. It's unbelievable.
My favourite part was probably getting to know Fran.
Yes.
Who made the pies on the series. She was a highlight for me, just her character. My housemate Contos and I were sitting there and we were like, you actually couldn't write her character. She's so unique and hilarious.
Yes.
It's just like you couldn't write it.
Absolutely not. But apparently women like that are all over the place in the Northern Territory. I'll give you a little sort of snapshot. A man goes missing in a tiny town with only 11 inhabitants, and one of them has done it, but, we don't, the whole point of it is who done it.
Yeah.
But you get a rare insight into what life must be like in the middle of nowhere.
That was probably my second favourite element of the whole show, was just seeing how they live in such a remote sort of location, and it almost felt at times a little bit reality TV-esque.
Absolutely.
Like watching them how they go about their lives and describe their days.
I just thought, what is wrong with these? I honestly thought, what is wrong with these people to arrive in a town with a pub and 10 other inhabitants, that's all, and a pie shop, obviously, run by Fran, and think, I'm going to stay here and do
this is for me.
Do the same thing, see the same people every single day for years and years and years. I've never been to Larimer, but I know someone who has, and she joins us now.
Oh, my God.
Kerry, welcome to the show.
How are you?
Kerry, tell us everything about Larimer, please.
Oh, my God. Well, we did a Central Australia trip about 6 years ago with the kids. And I'm one of those people that goes to, checks everything that I want to see. So I go along and I'm like, yep, we're going to there, we're going to here, we're going to there. And it was a big pink panther.
Yes.
So I'm like, right, got to go and see it.
So in case you haven't seen the show, there's a giant, very shambolic concrete pink panther out the front of this tiny pub. Okay, go, Kerry.
Right. So we get there, and it is the daggiest, dirtiest, revoltingest pink panther you have ever seen. It was just feral.
Yeah, so
I'm
already
thinking to myself,
disappointing.
Yeah, already I'm like, dodge.
Yeah.
So then I think to myself, I've got to get a magnet, because everywhere we go, I've been buying souvenirs.
Yeah.
So I say to hubby, you stay here with the kids, and I'll just run in and get a magnet.
So you went into the pub, Barry's pub?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
And it's also painted pink, isn't it, Kerry?
Yes.
How did they respond to your presence as an outsider in the pub?
Well, I got the deathly stare. So walk in, and there's like 3 guys sitting at a table, and they all just look at me, and immediately it was like Wolf Creek. So I was like, oh my God. And I'm thinking, right, I can't just walk up and ask for a magnet.
Yeah.
I need to get a beer or something. So, and I don't even really drink, so I've got no idea what I'm doing. So I walk up to the bar and I'm like, can I have, I'm thinking beers, VB. Can I have a VB and a can of Coke? Because I'm thinking I'm not getting one to drink there. I want takeaway.
Yes.
And do you have any magnets? This is me. And he just looks at me and goes, yes. And he goes and gets the stuff. Meanwhile, I've got these eyes, and the fear was rising. I could just feel it, and I thought, this place, my intuition was just absolutely screaming.
I mean, Kerry, as it turns out, you were lucky to get out of there with your life, and, we're not watching a documentary on where you've disappeared to.
Exactly.
Did you go to Fran's to get a meat pie, or did you see Fran?
Well, that was the next thing. Jump in the car, quick, get out of here, let's go. And hubby's like, what's going on? So anyway, I drive around the corner, and I said, well, we'll have a look at this Fran's. We drove there, looked at it, and hubby goes, we're not going in. And I said, we are not. Sorry, kids, we'll have to go to the next town, which was like an hour away before we have something to eat.
Yes, absolutely. Pass up the camel pie because you don't know what's in the pie, am I right?
Exactly. Well, after seeing that documentary, I'm like, oh, my God, thank God we didn't have a pie. Because who knows, they showed like a deep kangaroo. I'm like, oh, my God, if I had been eating that, terrible.
That is true. That is true. Thank you so much, Kerry. That has given us unbelievable insight. Maybe we should do a little road trip there like we did to Adelaide.
I want to see if the crocodile's still there.
Oh, my God.
Think you know a bargain? Head to the Reject Shop and enjoy really low prices every day. Chrissie Swan's Higher or Lower.
Because I've got massive crushes on Larry Emder and Grant Denyer, and I secretly... I harbour a secret desire to be a game show host. There, I said it.
Well, you did put your hand up for Deal or No Deal when we spoke about that news.
And nobody ever got back to me.
Nobody
because
called
they think
you.
of what the hell. Having said that, Grand Tenure is going to be amazing on that. Katie, hello.
Hello, you have been robbed. You should have been on Deal or No Deal, Chrissie.
Correct, Katie.
Correct.
And I had such a great idea. I was going to flip the script and have a female host and men with the suitcases.
Yeah.
I know.
Maybe shirtless men.
The world's not ready for us,
Obviously.
Katie. Well, the world's not ready. But you are ready. I know that you've got your BSB all sorted because I've got $1,000 here and I really want to give it to you, okay?
I really want to take it from you.
This is how it works. I've got an item that I've picked up at the Reject Shop, which I love, and I've also got a guide to help you get to the right price. You've just got to tell me higher or lower. If you strike out completely, still $100 gift card from the Reject Shop. Can't go wrong.
Okay, perfect.
All right, today's item is puppy training pads. Have you ever bought those? Have you ever had a puppy?
I have, but I don't think we actually got the puppy training pads though. But good item.
It's a great item and also handy if you are an older person with incontinence.
Okay, Katie, the only catch here is there's going to be 20 seconds on the clock for you to play higher or lower.
Before we start, it's a 110 value pack. That's a lot of wee-wee. And
that is a lot of wee.
It's a lot of wee. And the price range is between $20 and $30. Are you ready?
Ready.
Let's go.
$24.
Higher.
$27.
Yes! You got it on the second one, Katie. Only $27 for 110 puppy pads.
$1,000 cash.
Oh my God! Well, what a bargain! First of all, I'm going to get some puppy training pads. But are you joking?
No, we are dead serious. That is $1,000 to you, Katie. Thanks to the Fabo people at the Reject Shop.
Thank you, Reject Shopper. Thank you, Chrissie Swan and Jack.
Yes, and you'll be able, if you spend it at the Reject Shop, you'll turn $1,000 into like $8,000 worth of stuff.
Absolutely. And make sure you register via the Nova Player app because, Swanee, we're playing all week.
Yes.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
I am so excited to share this audio. Love Island has kicked off, hosted by the great Sophie Monk.
Islanders, please step forward.
She is an icon. The show is exactly the level of commitment that I can take.
Yeah.
I do love a dating show. There's a few around. Love is Blind is really good on Netflix. You can just sort of park your brain. And I love Love Island because it's Australian and it's sort of innocent and sweet.
And the best thing about Love Island is they're not to diss The Batch, but The Batch takes itself quite seriously.
Yes.
Love Island doesn't. That VO takes the piss. They know it's like they're in on the joke.
Yeah, he's really great, that Irish voiceover comedian. I mean, he's really extraordinary. Please enjoy some audio that happened in the first episode. A little chat. It's sort of like in a conversation pit. There's 4 people and chat moves to fruit. Please enjoy.
If you were to be a fruit, what fruit would you identify as?
I feel like I would be an apple because I'm like hard on the outside but sweet on the inside.
Okay. Nice. I like that. If we're going along those lines, I'd be like a banana because you gotta peel back the layers.
Okay, there's a couple of things. I cannot believe I just heard the sentence, what fruit do you identify as? It's like, no.
So serious.
It's so serious. And then, because when I first heard that, I thought, oh, obviously someone's just going to do what I would do, which is just stand up and go, I'm done here. And I'm not playing this stupid game, but they answered it so earnestly.
And the fact, Swanee, it first started with a conversation between a guy and a girl, and then the third person, he didn't wait to be asked which fruit he would be. He offered it up himself. If we're going down those lines.
Oh my God. Also, that little philosophy there is about an onion, the different layers. It's like, stop it. Look, to take it seriously for just 1 minute, if you were a fruit, Jack, you would be a blueberry because most of the year people can't afford you. Let's move on to the Beatles and Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
We did have, we featured it last week in a sweeping statement. Somebody said the Beatles are overrated. That is naughty. But everybody's mad for Paul McCartney. He is touring the country at the moment. I reckon it'll be the last time. Here is a story about the iconic song Hey Jude, which is, even if you don't like the Beatles, you gotta love this. You love this even, don't you?
Yeah, totally.
And make it better. God, it's so gorgeous. And there is a story about it. So John Lennon's son from his first relationship is called Julian Lennon. He's still alive and around. And he was a very young boy when his parents divorced. And Paul McCartney, of course, because they were all young men together, Paul McCartney remained friends with the ex-wife.
Okay.
And he was driving out to see the ex-wife and John Lennon's ex-wife and John Lennon's son, Julian. And he sort of thought, oh, God, this poor kid is going to, he's now it's different in the 60s, you're going to be a product of a broken home and you must be so sad and your parents aren't together anymore. And he started humming, Hey Jules. Don't make it bad. So actually, Hey Jude is originally Hey Jules, and it's a little sort of comforting message to little kids that might be disillusioned by their parents splitting up.
How nice is that?
I know, and I had heard that before, but I thought it might be an urban myth. But Julian Lennon asked Paul McCartney straight up and said, is this true? And he said yes.
Wow.
Isn't that gorgeous?
That's beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Bye.
Now check this out.
The Chrissie Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.